amazed watching it. And I'll put up this other guy who's this little paranoid video of survival, and a couple other things. Another one on symbiotic planting, which I thought was interesting. Uh, the different kinds of uh, plants and how to grow them together. Like just off the top of my head, I'm thinking about. I think some of them were like the central element plants, and then you have the what do you call them? Insectary plants, which kind of keep out bad insects and bring in good insects. Like, say for example, lavender or garlic or fennel and those kind of things. Dill. Uh, Broadleaf plants, which are good for cover, and they're mulch makers. Other plants that it's a good video. So I'll put up some of those and we'll put them together in one post. Maybe I'll do it on this second video thread that you put up. That might be a good place to put it, just as a summary.
You know what I right now do? We have in one of the neighboring gardens here. There is a walnut tree, a very old one, Yeah, and there are some squirrels, and they are always digging their walnuts in the autumn, and then now at this springtime they grow. So whenever I find them, I take them out and I put them in a pot, and I am growing my small walnut trees there because they are very nutritious. Of course, it will take 5 years, till there's a first nut coming, but
Mm-hmm.
this is a very highly nutritious plant, like also hazelnut or something like this. Oils.
Mm-hmm.
This is energy.
Hey. So,
Hey,
I think we've been disconnected from the server for a little bit.
are you
Okay.
serious?
Oh, really?
Great.
No, what?
Probably like, what the? Is it working?
It's working. Yeah, it's working. I think so. I'm getting the echo.
So you hear me
That's
like
the
after I
space
talk?
between your ears, Bashy.
Yeah, yes. Around 5 seconds later.
Has
Oh,
it been
I
an
don't.
hour now?
Oh yeah, it's been an
Yeah.
hour.
So we are not
We're supposed to
disconnected.
take.
Oh, wait. We're not disconnected. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
you are.
Well, the
Well,
thing hit itself in my quick launch bar, so I didn't see it. I thought it closed. Sorry, everybody.
well, I would like to know if Stephen has heard anything interesting recently. I wish that he would call in about
About
the
walnuts.
calibration event or no, calibration event, the seed vault, something. He's probably got some information.
So what we can do is maybe we can invite him for next time show. So maybe we have,
Whoa.
yeah, then we have already a
Hold
topic,
on, guys. Hold
calibration.
on.
What is happening?
All right.
What'd you say, Mark?
I said, hold on a second. All right. We got some internet lag there, that's all. Y'all sounded like you were underwater for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, Rose. So maybe we can call out for him. Maybe he can join us in the next Sunday live talk, and we talk about the calibration event and oil and upcoming events and intention of the weirdos and so on, and protection shielding, and that would be, we can talk for hours on that one.
Oh, well,
Oh yeah.
I thought the second hour was kind of a open.
Yeah,
Oh,
we are
yeah, it
open.
is.
We are open, but
Yeah, it's
nobody
Yeah,
is
open
we're
now.
coming.
open now.
I don't think we have that many people listening in right now.
Well, there's 6 listeners. Let me see. One of them's probably me.
And
That looks
me.
like my IP. Yeah, there's you. And are you on that page, Bashy?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Then you're the one with the question mark beside you. It don't even have your flag on the thing. And then we got 2 people from England.
Okay.
Well, it shows in the live chat that Atticus was in there, Rhiannon was in there, Wango,
Uh,
Spica.
Spike up. Yeah.
yeah.
Who else? That's it. That's it.
And one guy is called admin. I don't know who's that one. Must be a weirdo.
Ooh, hey, hold on. There we go.
What happened, love?
I don't know. Just give me a second here. You can talk amongst yourselves. Or to everyone.
You're disrupting the flow of our brainstorming here.
Oh man, it's getting screwy again.
Yeah,
Why does it do that?
we got it shortcutted somehow. My brain is now empty.
All right. I don't know why that thing does that. I'll have to figure that out.
Oh, Rosebud is in the chat now.
Is she? Hi,
Yes,
Rosebud.
call in, Rosebud.
Well, I got the I have no questions.
I have no questions at this time to contribute. No problem. We will ask you some.
No problem.
We'll ask you questions, Rosebud. I was noting the other day, just to keep the conversation rolling. I'm noting, just as we've been progressing along, things have been coming up out of the blue that you just didn't know about somebody that's online. You find this person has that talent or this person has that talent. And here we come to find out Rosebud has experience in theater or in movie making.
Yeah, movie
I think
making.
that's
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the
Independent
discussion
films, yes.
which he had with cons. Which he
Hold
had with
on.
cons.
All right, we fixed that. Never mind.
I thought that was interesting.
Who is disturbing our discussion? Is it this weird admin again?
I know he keeps breaking our train of thought, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
hold
yeah.
on. Oh, hold
Wait,
on.
wait, wait, wait,
Oh,
wait, wait,
listen.
wait.
Hey,
Hey,
somebody's added to the
stop.
call, and they had to fix their thing real quick. That's all.
Aha. Did they fix their thing?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
good.
Caller, are you there?
Oh, I'm here, all right. It's 6:30 in the evening here, so good morning to you. But it's good evening for me.
Morning.
Who's
How
that?
you all doing? Are you all right?
Doing good.
Great.
I wouldn't worry too much about the listeners. The amount of, the different time zones and all the rest of it. I think you'll find it's a recording that's going to be listened to at leisure more than anything. I would have thought.
Yep.
Yes, the recording is going on.
Bassett,
Yeah.
that story you was telling about the guy that looked after the railway tracks. I remember you telling me, or we discussed that some time ago. I think that's a thread on its own, mate. Really, don't you? I mean, that's an interesting subject all on its own.
Yeah,
Starting with the guy's story, really, I would have thought.
Yeah, I will do it. No problem. I made already
And
a
you say
mark.
you've done some research into that, Bashu.
Yeah, actually, I dropped it because not I dropped it. I didn't pursue it further because I was more or less heading into the high tension aspect. It was just a branch I was going there, and now as my experiment is running and I have some time, so I will pick it up from where I dropped it. I've downloaded some things. I have to look. I made a file on that one, a small folder. I will look at it. No problem.
Because the reason I say that is because in England we're a bunch of. You say you live in a metropolitan area. I don't know if they have that where you are in Hamburg, but I just thought we have a lot of allotments here, which is basically an 8 foot by 16 foot plot of land, which is usually fairly derelict and been over farmed for donkey's years. If that setup is low voltage, I would think that would be something that allotment growers would be very, very interested in. Plus the fact you don't have to put chemical fertilizer and so on, which is what they all use at the moment, as a course of having to, really. So it's sort of like inner city farming, if you like. It's very popular in England. In fact, recently, allotments sort of in the 70s started, overgrowing and so on. No one wanted them, but now you can't get one for love nor money. They're all taken up, so people are obviously, using them a lot more because of the vegetable situation and so on. So I think if it's low voltage and it's something you could leave running overnight, etc., that would be very, very If someone came up with a unit of that description, it would be very interesting. Which leads me very nicely onto something that I read on the forum the other day, which is the BioLite. Did you read that thread?
Yep.
I mean, I'm sitting here with Buffy at the minute, and you've already ordered one, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got one coming.
She's got one coming, and that coupled another little invention that people haven't really seen, and that is the obviously in say a country like Nigeria or Africa or anywhere like that, they usually have to walk 3 or 4 miles for water. And some young lady in England, a student in England, came up with a device that basically rolls, and it's a 25-litre rolling container, which is a good thing in itself because you don't have to carry it; you can just roll it. But the genius of it is you can put dirty water in it, and the rolling action sends it through a micron filter, and it actually gives you clean water by the time you got home. So I thought a package coupled with that and a BioLite, you're probably talking about $300. But to someone in one of those countries, that's a solution to clean water, light for the night, and stove, electricity for the light, or to charge some device. So, I think that thread could turn into something that could be promoted, something we could really do.
Great.
Yeah, it was definitely, it looked of interest, great interest.
So if you then coupled that with some product that pulses the ground in the fashion that Vashi was talking about, or even propagated seeds quicker like you're doing, Rose, that cut with your own gadget in there as well, that's a kit that someone would actually appreciate, I think. And I know a couple of Nigerians that would phone in here and talk to you about what they actually need. Because quite often, as Ree said earlier on, here we are all sitting here, Europeans and Americans, deciding what's right and what works for people we're not even discussing it with. So I think that's probably something we'll have to arrange next time, that we get maybe a Nigerian that's having trouble farming in an area in this discussion that speaks English, because that's that's really where the problem is at the moment, if you see what I'm saying. So I'm going to try and arrange that for next time.
Yeah, nice. And I will try to get something on ground in respect of this electricity impulsing or treatment. Yeah?
Well, as I said, your threads, if you started a thread with that story of that gentleman that done that, as, just a topical interest, and then lead on to what you're thinking about doing, I'm sure you'll get people that will want to involve themselves with that. I mean, you did, Rose, didn't you, with the, I forgot what you called it now, the magnetic... Sorry? Forgive us, we're all idiots. We've just been listening the whole time to nothing, as usual. Yeah, you know what I mean. I think we need a sub forum where people this whole thing where idiots gather. Yeah, all the electromagnetic things should be magnetised together in one forum.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. I think that would be a good idea, don't you?
Yeah, we make a sub forum for the thread.
Oh yeah. I was thinking we also need one on agriculture.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know nothing about agriculture, so that would definitely be beneficial to me. And I'm sorry, I've hijacked the conversation again. Please carry on.
Yeah,
Well,
actually, we were discussing actually that next time we would like maybe to have a discussion on the candles made out of oil and the calibration event, and we would like to invite you to be a main contributor in the first 25 to 30 minutes. What do you think about it?
Yeah, no problem. If that's what you want, we'll do it. We had a discussion last night. I drew something out for Buffy that she's still pondering over. Don't just sit there looking at me. Pipe up.
Yes, he did. I'm pondering.
Yeah.
That would be my contribution. Would be I'm still pondering.
Yeah.
Okay, you will come in the next in the following up then in the next half then 1 hour. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
That's my ponder half hour.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about it now.
That would be it's a big subject and it'd be very difficult.
We got about a half hour left.
We were discussing. Sorry.
We got about half hour, 40 minutes left.
Maybe you make a teaser.
I like that side swipe, Mark. That was good. We were discussing last night, and it was easier while we were discussing it. I drew something out, which works on which is to do with the emblic language and how it works and so on, and the power of numbers, etc. In a what would you say? In a physical format, was you can see. Yeah, and then we stood it in front of us and had a discussion about the basic things about it. And the one, as I said, the first thing was if it was done in an A4 sheet of paper, which isn't very big in a big room, as you can imagine, and we had an iPad stacked up on one of the on the table, and we just stood it up against it. And I said, well, let's just discuss something about it, real factual things about it. Forget about the the esoteric side of it and all the rest of it. Let's just discuss exactly this thing. What is there anything about it? And one thing we all agreed on straight away was it didn't matter how this is there's a lot of visual aspect in this room. It didn't matter while that A4 sheet was standing against upright with with what was on it. It controlled the room. If anyone with any sort of inquisitive nature at all walked in that room, the first thing they would have looked at or picked up would have been that sheet of paper, and we all agreed on that, didn't we? Yeah, I said that if I wanted to get someone's attention, I would have that on my T-shirt and stand at the back of the auditorium. And anyone who's got any mathematical interest in anything, or patterns, anyone in physics or recognising patterns, would I could open my jacket for 5 minutes and then close my jacket and guarantee you that the speaker there would come over and speak to me at the end. So maybe we'll discuss that subject. That'd probably be a good subject to discuss. Visual triggers. What triggers the optical cortex?
I think actually G was using this also because right now, as you are describing it, it reminds me when he was in Switzerland. It was, I think, in Switzerland when Bill was talking and he noticed G in the audience, and he more or less came over to him and started talking to him. I think, is there a similarity to that one?
Yeah. The thing is, that wasn't G. That was someone else there on.
Okay. But there was a trigger. Hello, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, he got quiet. That's all. He's there.
Okay.
That was weird.
This is always my mute questions. Anyhow. Yeah, so what we have done, we have already the next topic for our discussion. This is already good, This is nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I like that idea for a T-shirt. That would be great.
Well, I guess we did lose them.
And Rose, you will support me in my research regarding this German guy, no? With the railroad
yes.
tracks. Okay, good. Thanks.
And there it goes again. Let's see if he works this time. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back now. Sorry, as soon as you mention certain names or certain subjects, you're gone, aren't you?
Yeah, I kind of figured. It sounded like you just stopped.
Show these guys something on video last night on my iPad, and that was it, wasn't it? It was cut off, and then we had to use another one, which wasn't mine.
Yeah, well, I had it downloaded.
Yeah. That was it. Yes, you had it downloaded saved, didn't you? Yeah. So yeah, I've got that problem all the time. It's not for theatrical license. It's a pain in the arse, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I agree.
So we try again. Where did you get to? Email, yeah?
Oh, you said something like "I mean," and then I was like, "What?"
Yeah. Yeah, grammar, punctuation, things like that. The left field thinking or dyslexic thinking, whatever label you want to put on it. Well, people notice the spelling mistakes. Just take it from that innocent first instance, They've already paid more attention to what you've written than someone that's got it absolutely grammatically correct and so on, because they're going to correct you. So the quickest way into someone is their own inquisition. It works on that, really. That's really the curiosity that killed the cat is what pulls people in. But when you talk about the char set, a character set, you know, as you'd know, Mark, with computers, the way a character is made up is binary in nature, isn't it? You know, the light's turned on or it's not, the pixels turned on or not, and depending on the power of the machine, and how the density of the screen is how dense the picture can be. Well, if you look at our char set originally, you know, say the English alphabet, they've got that permeates down in that's permeated down from another language and another way of looking at that. If you then if you've got a grid of 32 by 32 to make up a character, depending on what things are switched on or off, and then you times that up by 32 again, and those characters are put into that grid, that then makes up another single character. By the time you get to a sentence in the second instance, you've got a book in a sentence. And your eyes are actually capable of picking that information up depending on your ability to. And that dilution, the reversing of that, the dilution of that is the control in the written word, depending on who's writing it. And people can take that as incantation or whatever they want, but there is a science behind it. And anyone involved in that science will recognise what I'm saying as not complete poppycock right now. So that's another big subject. So maybe we'll do that at one point.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Thing is, the problem with that kind of subject is it's very visual led. It's an optical thing. So radio's not good for that. I've got a face for radio, obviously, but you know, we need pictures on there as well, don't we? So you'd have to couple that with a thread, I think, and put those pictures up first, if you see what I mean, as an example. So you can say, look at figure A as an example.
Yeah.
So it needs a little bit of thinking about. You know what I mean?
Maybe we can
Whatever
combine
we're
it.
gonna.
Yeah, maybe we can combine it with a thread where on the forum there will be certain pictures or certain symbols will be posted, and then while we are talking on the radio, you refer. So look at the picture or look at the symbol in the post number 3, for example, or something like this.
Yeah, like you do a slideshow at a presentation,
Yeah.
and you know, so you look at figure A. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Well,
Which
that sounds good.
And do some drawing.
Yeah,
Which
so
is fine because I've done it while I'm sitting here, really.
I don't know how to use PowerPoint.
And no kites, please. No kite drawing.
Yeah, it's been too windy for kites today. I think I would have ended up in France.
Yeah, so that's a cool idea, making like a PowerPoint presentation for to go along with the radio show. That'd be great.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah, you could do a PowerPoint thing. You just don't want to get too corporate. The simpler, the better, really. I think if you could hide the thread before it's that, so, and you only reveal it when the show is aired, you know, i.e. the recording's played back, and then you access the thread, then it would make sense because you'd have to run it out.
Or maybe
we're only
download
talking about 2 or 3 diagrams. We're not talking about anything major, you know. It's quite straightforward, really. Maybe some characters that I can remember from that Emblic language, which is limited, I'll be honest. But I will do because there's some good examples, and you're all going to know them because you're going to have seen them in your own char sets, and they'll evoke things. They'll evoke things for you. You know, this is the whole point of it. You know, it's Simblic led. So yeah, I think that's a way. Maybe we'll do that next time, mate.
Yeah, or maybe a download link also. I mean, there are different options.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll work on that throughout this week, and then that'll be next week's show.
Yeah, I'm going to say do a film or something, just, you know, so just start getting some content, you know. It'd be nice for people to see that, for all of us, because you guys privy talking to me for a year, so you're right, but not everyone's the same, are they? You know, they've got no idea who the bloody hell I am or whether I'm talking out my hero or not. And I think if there's some real put your teeth in stuff to think about, maybe they'll realise that I'm not just a milk bottle that's empty.
Yes, they don't realize how brilliant you are And
Leave off, Rose.
Oh, Rose, you will
That's
be
it,
elected
then.
out of the 18.
Oh.
At the moment,
oh,
the only thing brilliant about me at the moment is the colour I've turned after what you just said.
no, I'm still trying
Fire engine?
to wrap my mind around what you just said. So you're saying that there are subliminal messages in every character set. That's what I'm hearing. Is that correct?
That's correct. Jordan Maxwell was right, but he was more right than he realised.
So that's what happened to him.
More or less, yeah.
I wondered, because he was there and then, like, he just disappeared.
People have, depending on who's interviewing you, the interviewer has got so much control over the conversation, and if it's someone who's forceful of character, they will move you into an area which is shaky and get you to make more claims than you actually, or inflame the claims that you're making, and that actually does you a disservice. And I think he's been victim of that and various other things. But what the guy was saying in the first instance about emblems and insignia and company logos in general is all absolutely correct. But I don't think that's in any conjecture now. I think if you line all the symbols up for various larger companies, you realise that there is a common thread through certain sorts of companies, certain armaments companies, certain oil companies. There's a general thread through the way they design their logos. But I'm actually saying if you boil it down more than that and you take the character set from, say the English language, and you take the text that we're all using now, which is electronic, that's based on whatever amount of pixels you've got around the It's 32 by 32. And depending on what light is turned on or off, that actually makes a letter A. So if you, but I'm saying that it's much deeper than that. If you go back one step, or forward one step, depending on what way you want to actually look at it, you then, for the Emblic language which that line knows about, which is what I'm talking about, there are 32 of those. So each square is 32 by 32, and then it is in a grid of 32 by 32. So you can then write a character in each square, and when depending on where those characters are, on or off, what colour they are, etc., in that larger grid, that makes up one character. So if you then write a sentence with those characters, you can literally, in a sentence, deliver a load of information or infer a feeling on someone without the reader even realizing that their visual cortex is being stimulated. That's what I'm saying in a nutshell. But it's a much bigger subject than that.
That'll be a good show.
Well, if you think about it, it'd be handy for someone. I'm not medical in any way other than to harm, so I don't know about the visual cortex or anything like that. But I'm sure if you get someone that has got some medical background to do, or even optical background, they will tell you some astounding things about the eye that are conjacent with what I'm talking about. And the more interesting thing about that is that computers are based on that chart set. For instance, if you first went with Texas Instruments BASIC language, the computer language, you've got Fortran, COBOL, and all the rest of it. If you go for the standard BASIC, which is TI BASIC, which was Silicon Valley led and basically ran through everything, your Commodores, your Texas Instruments, all your 64-bit machines, the cartridge run machines, all had that language.
Oh.
what?
Did
we
we
just
lose
lose
him again? I don't know yet. Yeah, call
Yep.
dropped.
Called her up.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
He's back. He's back. Hold on. I'll call him back in. There we go. Hmm. Every time he talks about that, he has problems. For all you guys that don't know out there, like, anytime Steven talks about this, he has problems. Assembly language thing.
Play. I had to pause it again.
Yeah, I hear somebody's player somewhere. Pause that thing, whoever has it on.
Have you got your player on?
No.
No?
No.
You haven't either, have you?
Oh, no.
No, we're not.
I got chat window on.
I think I'm not even on the page anymore.
I think it's Bash's and.
No, it's not.
That might be what Bashy's having trouble. Have you got your player on, Bashy?
No, it's not on.
No.
Somebody's is.
Not
Or
mine.
it was. It was. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We're good now. Yeah, I don't hear it anymore.
And quality is also better.
There we go.
I've left my rhubarb and custard sweets in the car, which just won't do. I'll be back in a moment.
Shall I get them for you?
No, I'll go for it.
Okay.
You take over.
Oh, I get
Hi, Ree.
Hey, hello, Rose.
Are y'all having fun around there?
Oh, yeah, and it's so beautiful here, you wouldn't believe. It's really, really great. And Buffy's cottage is so... So we're having a good time, but that's not really something for a radio show, is it? What were you talking about before Stephen hijacked it all? Maybe you could go back to there.
No, we always want to hear Stephen whenever we have the opportunity.
Yeah, I understand.
I think we went as far as we really could with the
Yeah.
the
The
planting
gardening.
and stuff. Yeah, the gardening. That's the word I was looking for.
We sorry, we planted seeds for the next discussions and for the next debates on the forum.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Billy.
Hi, Billy.
Hello.
Hello, Rose. Hello, Brooke. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Bash.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah, so now what are we doing? We're all like, well, this is like the last 10 minutes, so I don't know.
You been listening to the show, Billy?
I couldn't. It kept asking me for the stupid password, and I tried.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. I've seen the problem, and like nobody else has that problem. I don't know why he does.
No, I had that. I thought I had that problem. You just click the live chat at the top, and then type what you want to in the little box. Don't go through. Let's see.
A download or anything like that. You don't need to download anything.
Or sign in or anything.
No.
Just type.
Oh yeah,
in the
you
little
just
box.
go there and click the player, don't you? For me, that's how it worked for me. I just went there and there was a player and...
There is a thing on there when you first sign up that says download something or other. You don't need to do that. You don't need to download anything. When the show is on, it should just automatically show a box and click on it. And it'll start playing.
Well, there's a thing to make the broadcast private that, you know, for a certain group of listeners, but that's disabled. So I don't know why it's still asking for a password. Oh, yeah? What's going on over there? I hear some re-laughing.
Oh, that was Buffy, by the way. Don't blame me. Buffy, what's going on?
I heard you both.
No, that was Flora was dragging her bum across the floor. Sorry.
You know, the cat.
Yeah, I know Flora. I've had conversations with that cat, I'll have you know.
You can't imagine. Yes, he's very talkative, isn't he?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're going to have a Pet's Corner chat, are we?
Yeah, that would actually be something.
Well, my pet's right here beside me. He perked up when he heard Rose's dogs for a second. Didn't you? Now he's looking at me like I'm stupid.
Yeah, we get that off.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Ree, did you and Wango go diving too?
Go diving.
Swimming.
Oh. Diving, I'm thinking like
Scuba.
yeah, like checking out coral reefs.
Are
Billy,
you down at Wango's?
Billy,
Oh,
how is
their
your
call
health?
dropped.
How is your
Sorry?
health?
Huh?
Billy?
Getting better, yeah. Not so much pain now. I
What?
had really my wrists swelled up my joints in my hand, and I got really bad pain in my back, and I was tired all the time. It was horrible. But the pain seems to be getting much better. Just my right hand now a little bit.
Hey, Billy, do me a
Yeah.
favor. Quit banging away at your. No. Quit banging away so hardcore on your computer there. Take it easy.
I'm not touching my keyboard just now, Mark.
Somebody is. Somebody's like doing
Not me.
something. Moving their microphone around or something.
I think it's Billy.
I never touched anything, Mark.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy and hearing stuff.
I'm hearing it too.
Yeah.
Thump, thump, thump.
It's not me. I'm sitting perfectly still.
But now it's gone, is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna add them back through Buffy's thing.
Is your player pause?
Yeah,
Billy?
it's not the player. It sounds like somebody typing on a laptop because the microphone's built in. But it's all right. It ain't that bad. Welcome back, guys. Are you there now?
Yeah, I'm here. They're in the corner eating Swiss chocolate.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What, fairly clear?
Barely.
Yeah. See, if you got like a foot closer, it wouldn't sound like you were in the other room.
Oh, is it echoey, is it?
That's not that. It just sounds like you're in the next room.
Hello, I'm in the next room. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. I hear you in the next room.
No, is that better?
Yeah, that's good right there.
Okay. I'm confused. Is Stephen at Buffy's?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool.
This is the youth hospital, the Athlone Youth Hospital.
Yeah.
I'll be down next, Billy.
Yes, I'm coming in about 5 weeks, Buffy.
Oh, fuck.
That's big, yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm going out for a beer with Stephen and the Queen. You're gonna
Oh God.
So you're not coming down in 5 weeks then?
No, you'll be in jail. I'm going to London I'm going to go to London first, then come to see you.
Well, if you want to see me, come see me first.
Yeah, and then you can finish your trip in London.
Well, I've got to go to London and then back anyway, so it makes no difference. I'm flying from London.
Well, I guess that's the end of our show time. We're about there.
Oh, cool.
So,
I don't know. What, do we only get 2 hours on that thing? Like we just asked.
well, we can keep going. It's just we've imposed a 2-hour limit so we get stuff done. We don't dwell too long on any one thing.
I'm with you.
That's Bash's idea there. He could probably explain it better. I just kind of went with it.
Open the call for that, then, Was everyone all stopped?
No, we're all here.
You're pumpkin.
Well, we've done it in front of you.
Who's fucking?
So what I will do is I will stop the recording in any case.
Yeah, I think the show part's over now.
Yeah.